Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. In today's video we're going to look at getting started with the Gloomspite Gitz in Warhammer Age of Sigmar, focusing on building a force around the Squigalanche battle formation. Today's video is sponsored by Easy Roller Dice, fantastic quality, easily legible dice that make your games quick and easy. Easy Roller Dice also sell other accessories for your dice like dice trays, cases, bags and cups as well. Use the code CinderfulGaming to get 20% off your next order and help support this store and the channel. And so, leading this initial box here, we are going to choose to go with the Loonboss on Mangler Squig. Now, this model is a monster which aren't necessarily the best things in the game at the moment, but it probably does have the better buffs out of all the characters we can pick for the Squigs. It does do a decent amount of damage. Hitting off 4s with all its attacks can be a little bit of an issue, but all an attack does bring that down to 3s, and it does wound on 2+ with the attacks that are going to do the most damage, though they are companion attacks, so can't get the +1 to hit there. Now, you've got some other cool rules. Squig Rage I really love because the more damage this thing takes, it actually gets more attacks when it's heavily damaged. Bite the Moon is an ability you can use once per battle, and this gives a +1 to hit to all of the companion weapons for all your different types of Squig units, or their different gob attacks. And then Watch Out is another passive ability where you actually do some mortal damage when you're finally taken down. Once per battle as well, during any charge phase, you can use the Splat ability, roll a number of dice in the target unit that you've charged, and you can roll up to 10 dice for each 4+ a mortal damage is inflicted. Now, you also do have the Fly keyword, and this is something pretty common amongst all the different Squig Rider units. This just enables you to ignore all vertical terrain when moving, a really useful ability to have, especially when you have some pretty powerful units in combat. Next, continuing with the Squig Riders, we have the Boingrot Bounders. Now, these are the Squig Riding Knights, I guess you could say. They have a 5+ save, 2 health each, and they do have Poken Lances, which are damage 2 on the charge, which is pretty nice. And you've obviously got your Fangfield Gobs there, which are 3s to wound with Rend 1, damage 1. So a decent amount of Rend across their attacks and can be pretty good on the charge. You've also got the Boing Smash ability, where you can roll a dice for each model of the unit after you've finished a charge. On a 4+, they'll inflict some mortal damage. Another cool ability to have access to, but also you've got Fly there. Like I said, this allows you to ignore all vertical terrain when moving. The alternative to Boingrot Bounders are Squig Hoppers, and you do get more of these for your buck here. So they're 170 points at current time for 10, where it's 120 for 5 with your Boingrot Bounders, so you are saving a few points. However, you do only have a 6+ save. You've got none of that charge bonus damage either with your attacks, and your riders actually don't have any rend either, so you do lose quite a bit of damage output on them. But you do have the Boing 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 ability, and yes, the ability really is called that. What this does is you can move over an enemy unit with your movement and then potentially inflict some mortal damage on the unit you've chosen to move over. Lastly, we have the Squig Herd. Now, this is just a bunch of Squigs being herded around by a few grots. And so 1 in every 6 models in the unit is going to be a Squig Herder, so it's 2 in every 12. A full-size unit would have 4 of these guys in there, and 20 Squigs with them as well. Now, the Squigs on Wild ability means each time a model in this unit is slain in combat, you can actually inflict some mortal damage, and the Beast ability does mean you can only have a maximum control score of 1. Herding Squigs as well is another ability you can use during the hero phase, where you roll a dice for each Squig Herder in the unit, and on a 2+, they return a D3 Cave Squigs to the unit. For each one, though, a Squig Herder is slain, as the Squigs try to get herded, and they end up eating one of your herders. And so our force today is of course going to be the Squigalanche, and we're going for the Bouncing Fury detachment here ability, which is a passive one where each time a friendly Squig unit charges, we add 1 to the attacks characteristic of its Fangfield Gobs, massive Fangfield Gobs or huge Fangfield Gobs for the rest of the turn. Our one and only regiment here will have our Loonboss on Mangler Squig as its hero. This will be our general. We've got the artifact, the Calamity Cow for -1 to hit, and the heroic trait Loon Touch, which actually makes the model a level 1 wizard. For units, we then have a Boingrot Bounders unit reinforced, another unit of unreinforced Boingrot Bounders, a unit of Squig Hoppers, and a unit of Squig Herd that's been reinforced as well. We hope this video was helpful in getting you started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and it was able to give you some ideas and inspiration to start your own force in the game. If you have any other questions at all, please comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all our future Warhammer Age of Sigmar content.